and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Let's see some of the numbers here for C.J. McCollum.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Alvarado and McCollum comprise the backcourt. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the center position, filling out the middle. And for the Pistons, Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cunningham is out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Grant, I hope you're as fired up for this one as I am. Some of the league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh, my, man. I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
Now here's McCollum. Messi. Duren with a rebound. Now here's Cunningham. Alvarado defending. Here's Duren. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And it's 6'10". Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
The free throw drops for Duren.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
And Duren drops them both. Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right.
And it's Detroit with the ball after the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
Pass to Messi. Here's McCollum to the inside. Oh!
Wow!
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Harris. 9 points for him in his last game. Back to Cunningham. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Here's McCollum. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Cunningham. And the layup is good off the glass. Cunningham's got 6 points.
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat, and we got right to it. The question of how do you stop Zion? From what Coach told me, it's all about being physical. He said, we're not going to let him run us over in the lanes or just stomp us inside. We're going to fight back hard. So it sounds like Coach is expecting high effort physically from his team.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Cunningham. He has 6. Harris outside. Sinks it from distance.
And the coaches rave about Harris and his three-point shooting. Helps his team space the floor.
Pass to Messi, and here's McCollum. To the middle. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Now here's Duran. Defense is right there. It's Thompson, high post. He's against Williamson. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Beasley's checked in for Thompson. Brown, he's checked in for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Hardaway against McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. The shot no good. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Pistons on top, up by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
They're looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
The Pistons lead by 3. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. They've got Kelly Olynyk, also Bruce Brown out there. And it's Hawkins in at the 1. Here's Brown, following the score by Detroit. Hawkins can't get it to go. Down low. Here's Holland. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Well, you can see Thompson working on his passing and expanding his skill set.
Hawkins, the pass to Brown. They set the pick. Pass to Quinones. New Orleans needs to hurry, late clock. Here's Hawkins. Second chance effort, and he lays it up and in.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Here's Holland. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Quinones, good.
Assisted buckets, every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Schroeder passes to Stewart. Holland for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Holland's got 5 points. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And what better time to look at the team scoring the most points off turnovers. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. 5th best, the Pistons.
This is a squad that will tax you for any mistake or loose ball. They know how to snatch the rock and run flat out to make sure they capitalize.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Thompson with it. No points yet. Driving to the basket. Just 5 on the clock. Duran with a screen on Olynyk. Nails it from 3. And the Pistons lead by 7.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
McCollum, the pass to Williamson. Back to McCollum. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. He's got 6.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Cunningham passes to Hardaway. Oh, Cunningham rises up.
Cunningham showing his game extends above the rim.
Pelicans trail by 7. McCollum, the pass to Alvarado. Back to McCollum. Inside. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Now here's Harris. 6 points for him. Cunningham attacks for 3.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
Hardaway against McCollum. Over Hardaway. And so it's the Detroit Pistons up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Detroit Pistons. And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Ernie? I sense Shaq getting restless over there.
Hey, my mistake, big fella. Someone put crazy talk on the teleprompter. I was just, going along with it for giggles.
I'm not giggling, Ernie.
Come on, try it. Come on. I bet I can make you giggle.
I'm ticklish. I'm ticklish. I don't want to
Come on. And weaving back to the first half of our game, Cade Cunningham showing out.
He's wrecking those boys in the lane. They look worn out and defeated. That's how I used to do it.
Yeah, I knew somehow you was going to bring this back to you, but I don't disagree.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And it's Detroit with the ball. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duran. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half.
That is what they want from Duran. Spike it, young fella.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard. That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Williamson against Thompson. Pass to Messi. Good D by Duran. The Pistons lead by 10. Thompson outside. Harris passes to Thompson. Oh, it's a big-time jam! He slams it right over Williamson.
A nimble play by the Rook. Thompson had to stay agile to beat the contact.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. And it's Williamson with the ball for the Pelicans. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a one of one. His teammate CJ McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Alvarado outside. Gets the three to fall. Alvarado's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Cunningham. Alvarado defending. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Duren. To the paint. 4 on the clock. They get it back. Can't connect from short range. Pelicans trail by 9. Williamson outside. And here's Olynyk. McCollum on the wing, defended by Hardaway. McCollum's shot is off.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Releases, and he can't bank that one in. For New Orleans, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Hardaway with it. McCollum covering. Back to Thompson. Cunningham left side. 1:14 left to play in the third quarter. Oh, Cade Cunningham, strong.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Pelicans trail by 11. There's a screen. Here's McCollum. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got 5 rebounds in the game. Cunningham finds Duren. Good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Detroit shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the Pistons will go for a different look here. Stewart, he's checked in for Harris. Holland comes in for Thompson. Beasley's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Cunningham.
One shot.
Well, a lottery pick back in 2022. Jalen Duren brings energy to this team. A big frame, toughness down low.
Here's Robinson Earl. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Hawkins, the pass to Robinson Earl. Here's McCollum, covered by Schroeder. Tries to break his ice. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Schroeder against McCollum. And here's Schroeder. Duren with a screen on McCollum. And here's Schroeder outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Schroeder's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And so it's the Detroit Pistons leading by 17 at the end of the period. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. They've got Bruce Brown, also Jeremiah Robinson-Earl out there. And it's Hawkins in at the point guard position. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Now here's Schroeder. Off the mark there with a 3. Outside, Brown. To the left wing. Here's Hawkins. He buries it from 3. Hawkins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Holland. It's Beasley on the wing, down low. And Holland the bucket on the assist by Beasley. And the Pistons lead by 16.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And there's the rejection.
Well, his block numbers might not always show it, but Stewart is a strong defender who alters a lot of shots.
Schroeder can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 16. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Misses in close. And Schroeder has got the ball here for Detroit. Here's the pick. Driving inside. Out to Beasley. Fontecchio, the pass to Beasley. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Holland gets the bucket.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
New Orleans calls timeout. They trail by 18. And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. Here's Alvarado. Pass to Williamson. Olynyk with a screen on Thompson. Here's Misi. Now Alvarado. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's McCollum. Fires for 3. Drains the triple.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Duran. Pass to Cunningham. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Here's McCollum. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Pistons.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And tonight's win will give them an even 40 on the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Cade Cunningham.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Now here's Williamson. So we see the Pistons Pistons taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.